Hey girls, it's me, your granddaughter. Um, did I send myself these notes? Because nope, I sure didn't. So now I have to turn the video off and find the notes, and that just feels like something I don't want to do. But if I don't, I'm not gonna know what I'm talking about because I don't remember anything that happened almost a full week ago on the SWV show. So I've got to turn this off. Oh, this is tight, girl. The things I do for my girls. Happy Pride, by the way. Hold on. Okay, I just sent myself the notes. I'm waiting for them to come through the air onto my other phone because for some reason it takes 90 years. It's draining. It's draining. Boy, there you go. You're telling me that you love me. Because I couldn't hit that. I know myself. But boy, you know that you belong to another girl who loves you. You're so fine, you blow my mind with the things you do for me. He's not mine, he's not mine. Is it he's not mine or he's not blind? Things you do for me, but I know I'm so into you. Have you ever listened to that song? Like, listen to the background vocals. They hit that you so hard. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Boy, you got me so confused. Anyway, my notes just came in. Taj recently got a chain from her husband, and that prompts her to tell Lily that she has that good black bush. I didn't, personally, I didn't want to know. I didn't need to know. It didn't have to be said. They're working on the rap song, and that's basically that on that. In the meantime, Salt-N-Pepa over there in the Union Head is, messing up the show, and Spinderella is annoyed. Spinderella, can I just take a moment? Spinderella and Coco make me not want to watch the show. Everybody else I love. I love Lily. Y'all know I do. I love Salt. Y'all know I do. Peppa's fun as well. My favorites are Salt and Lily. Because Salt is just very matronly. She's just like, it's like your auntie. Like I told you, she's your auntie with whooping rights. Like if you act up, I really feel like Salt is going to get you right together. And Lily is just always having a good time. I like Taj because Taj has a good time with Lily. And I like Peppa because Peppa has just always been Peppa. She's always doing the most. And it's like, oh, there she go, doing the most. Coco, y'all know I don't like her. I've said it every week. I've said it every episode. Spinderella, she's too whiny. She's far too whiny. It drives me insane. And I kind of understand why Cheryl and Sandy don't let Dee Dee do the things that she thinks she needs to do because, girl, she's always whining. She's into it with this DJ Lil Man. I don't know who that tiny man was that's supposed to be their DJ. DJ D Whip, D Roof, the house is on fire, the roof is on fire. I don't know, girl. But she's upset because they were friends and he took her job. And it's like, ugh, who cares? He said, I called you before I took the job and we talked about it and he just said take the job. And she's like, well, what was I supposed to say? Was I supposed to just tell you not to take the job? And I'm like, it would have been better than you 15 years later being mad. I mean, it's actually been like, 9 years? 9 years later being in your feelings about the fact that your friend got a job. Don't nobody know who DJ D Pimple is, child. We don't know that little man. We know Spinderella. It's not like he took your job and he took your legacy. He just stepped in because they apparently needed a DJ. I don't understand, but she's whining. She's just so upset and she's taking it out on little bitty DJ whoever, girl. And everybody's just like, girl, no one cares really. We just don't. We don't. In the meantime, Coco is all invested in this little rap song that they want to do with Salt-N-Pepa. And she says, I know someone I can call. He did that song for Cardi B, that Bodak Yellow song. And I'm just like, oh. And he's talking to Coco Clemens? Okay. He seems to be relevant. She FaceTimes the young man. Did I write his name down? The producer. No, I didn't. She FaceTimes him and she's like, hey, we want to do a rap song with Salt-N-Pepa. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. And I guess he's going to produce the beat for that. Um, girl, because this episode, the last two episodes just really have not been a lot. It's been Spinderella whining. SWV, I think Coco was there as well, and Peppa and Spinderella are on this, what do you call it, girl? It was like a Ferris wheel. It was this high spinning doohickey, girl. I don't know. I'm afraid of heights, so I'm with Lily on that. Like, girl, I don't want to get up there, but they do, and they talk and they tell Salt and Pepper, or Peppa and Spinderella, about the rap song that they want to do. And Peppa's like, oh yeah, cool, let's do that. And Spinderella's like, yes, okay. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? I guess maybe they're gonna let her rap too, or okay. And then Peppa's like, let's all go to the Cayman Islands and figure this out. I'm like, but y'all all in the city right now. Why y'all can't just go up in somebody's hotel room or their Airbnb and just... I'm confused. We got to go all the way to the Cayman. Like, yeah, let's go to the Caymans and have a good time, but whatever. Anyway, Spinderella, she's not going to get her residency because they want to have Salt and Pepper more involved in it, and she's just so highly upset. And I'm just like, Spinderella, you're never going to get anywhere using Salt and Pepper's management to try to break away from Salt and Pepper. That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. What's wrong with her? I'm worried about her. It's like, girl, I understand what you're saying about, if I don't step out and do my own thing, this, the younger generations won't know who I am. And, if I don't blah, blah, blah. I get that. I get it. What I don't get is why you are whining so much, number one. Number two, why you're using Salt and Pepper's management to further your solo endeavor. That doesn't make sense to me. And then when we start talking about the talk, they're supposed to go on the talk, and the talk only wants Salt and Pepper, not Spinderella, to talk, to be guest hosts on the show. And it's like, I mean, the table is only so big, so Eve would have to scoot over or something. Eve don't want to scoot over. It would have to, they would have to do some arranging to get 3 people at that table. But the point is, my point is, I think of Spinderella as a member of Salt and Pepper, the group. Salt and Pepper do not think of it that way. They don't advertise that way. Apparently, management and agents and whoever, the booking agents and all of that don't make it plain that Salt and Pepper are doing shows, and as a part of the Salt and Pepper group, Spinderella is a member. I don't know why Spinderella is acting like this is brand new information. It seems like this is what's been going on for the past 30 years. I personally don't really think it's right. I think Spinderella is a member of Salt and Pepper, the group, but if they don't see it like that, and if that's not new information to you, why is you whining? Why is you crying? I have said over and over, I don't remember if I've said it on video yet, but I've said it to my mama several times. Spinderella should be the DJ on Beyonce's tours. DJ Khaled should have never been one of the DJs, on a Beyonce tour. It should be Spinderella because Beyonce does. I mean, I know she's branching out into having, girl, when you change the trash bag in your little trash can and you put something in it and it's like sitting on top of the trash bag and it starts sliding down by itself. That's what just happened. I thought somebody was in here and I was finna have to fight. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Spinderella, because Beyonce's doing the women, all girls band. I really feel like your DJ is a part of your band, so Spinderella should have always been working with Beyonce because she is the most well-known female DJ on earth, period. And I think they even said that in this episode. But whatever, girl, I'm sick of her whining. Beyonce probably don't want that kind of energy on her tour either. All this whining. Stop the whining. We're not the whinings, so we don't whine. Let's see. Toni Braxton extended an offer to SWV to be on her Long As I Live tour that I never got to see because my cousin had to play on the very day that Toni Braxton was in my city. My cousin was putting on a play. It was a wonderful play. I'm glad I went. But I did miss my first favorite musical artist, Toni Michelle Braxton. I did. And it haunts me. It haunts me. I love Toni. She's, like I said, my first favorite musical artist on earth, second being TLC and third being Beyonce. I just, my heart, My heart is hurting. But again, I'm so glad I got to see that play. My cousin does a wonderful job. I saw another one of her plays just yesterday, and it was my second time seeing the play. She's supposed to be releasing it on the internet, and when she does, I'm going to review it. And we can all watch. We can all have a good time. But that's not the point of this video. Let me continue. Toni Braxton extends the offer. Coco wants to take Toni Braxton up. Girl, is that a gnat? Girl, what is going on? What is going on? We don't have gnats here. Suddenly, in the last month, we've been seeing little gnats, and I'm just like, girl, for why? Who's doing this? Who's bringing this plague into my home? And into my room. Anywho, Coco wants to go on the tour with Toni Braxton. I'm like, but y'all already on tour with Salt-N-Pepa, and the rest, Taj and Lily, but we already on tour with Salt-N-Pepa. But they did actually do some dates with Toni Braxton, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever, girl. Coco was bickering about, if we go on tour with Toni Braxton, we won't have to sing background, and we won't have to learn other people's moves and blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't know if you knew this, Coco Clemens, but Taj and Lily sing background on every tour they're on, and they don't complain. You know why? Because they're regular individuals. They are not spoiled. They don't have the Nene Tamar Braxton spirit. Coco, if they would put Nene, Tamar, and Coco on a show together and just get them out the way so I don't have to watch, I would be ever so grateful. I might catch a couple episodes because I feel like they would get on each other's nerves and that would tickle me, but I could ignore them all at once. Anyway, Peppa's talking about she's excited to go to the Cayman Islands because this is her first girls trip, and I'm like, but Peppa, you're 50-something years old and you're the party girl. How you ain't never been on a girls trip? I'm confused. You in a girl group. Y'all ain't never just slid on down to Miami for a weekend? I'm confused. They tell Salt about the idea to do the rap song, and Salt is like, oh yeah, cool. I thought she would object, but she didn't. They go to dinner. Salt-N-Pepa, Spinderella, and Jimmy, the manager, go to dinner, and Spinderella is whining again. I'm just so over it. She's talking about how if they go to the talk, she's not going to go because she can't talk, and if she can't talk at the talk, then why is she there? And I kind of agree with her, but then the whining, I disagree with the whining. You're not BB, CC, Marvin, Carvin, Deborah Joy. You're not a whining. So stop whining. Then she says she has to go. She's got another engagement she has to be at, and she just kind of gets up and leaves the table. They go on and do the talk without her. They gave her a shout out, and they performed too without her. And the thing about it is, you, Spinderella, are aware that these people can perform and will perform without you. I don't know how you plan to get your name back out there and be the Spinderella if you're not taking every opportunity to be on our TV screens. If I was Spinderella, I'd be sending out my a little a la carte menu with my services on it to everybody. Wendy Williams, do you need a DJ? You're on TV every day. Y'all need a DJ over on, Oprah's network. We could have just a little 20-minute, 30-minute DJ session in between commercial breaks or something. What do y'all? I can do this, but she doesn't want to. She wants to whine, and that gets on my nerves. It really does. It really, really does. Peppa is like, girl, if you don't want to come on the show, it's above me. It's above me. Salt kind of tried to, well, maybe we can, but Peppa was like, girl, it's above me. It is above me. And then they break down in the confessionals, or no, at the table and in the confessionals, I think, that Salt-N-Pepa at one point got paid $3 million a piece for something they did, and Spinderella was there as well, and they gave her $1.6 million of their money, which means they all kind of made equal amounts of money, because $3 million split in half is $1.5 million. Well, no, not equal, but close to equal. $1 million more than Spinderella had. And they talk about how they've tried to help her with this and that and the other, and when I heard that, I was like, oh well, because Spinderella makes it seem like ain't nobody ever gave me nothing. Little Richard, at the Grammy Awards, awarding Jodie Foster with the Jodie Watley with the Best New Artist Grammy. Ain't nobody ever gave me nothing. I am the architect of rock and roll. I am the first to ever do it, and all of that. And it's like, girl, but they gave you $1.6 million, which is exactly $1.6 million more than I have. So, child, it's above me too. It's above me too. They said they let her rap on one of the songs. Like, they've tried and tried, and I could see them just being fed up with her behavior. At this point, it's been 30 years of, if she been acting like this the whole time, of whining. No one has time. No one. They gave her equal music video time and a moment in the show dedicated to Spinderella, and still she's just whining. And the last thing they say on the show is that they hired her after they already had hits, and I didn't know that. I know there was an original Spinderella that's not Dee Dee, but I thought they replaced her before they had started, before they got big. And apparently they already had hits when Dee Dee came onto, into the crew. So, girl, just, I don't know. I'm tired of Dee Dee, all of this. Girl, it is above me. I'm hanging up, girl, because I'm tired of talking about Spinderella, and I got to talk about something else. So I'm going to call y'all back for something else. Peace.